And we are live. Sunday Night with Those Guys, and Sunday Night with Those Guys is sponsored by
Those guys. We got it. Thank you. What's up, everybody? Happy Sunday to you. Happy holidays. What's up, Tom? What's up, Herman? Travels with Rosie's. Can't stay up with you all this evening. Have a marvelous holiday break. Enjoy the time you get to catch up with friends and family in the safest way you all can. Thank you, Travels with Rosie's. How are you, Tom? What's up, Herman? I'm sorry, Tom. I misunderstood. I remember when you were traveling across the states. Hey, little Llama Laura, how are you? Welcome to the stream. I remember you were traveling, were saying it would take a couple of weeks. I figured I would give you some time to get settled in and whatever needs to be done over there.
Oh, we got here December 1st.
Huh?
I said we arrived on December 1st.
Oh, I know that, but hell, by the time you get shit set up and internet and everything, unless you moved in turnkey, I had no idea.
Well, I did. I've had this house out here for a few years now, so.
Lucky you.
Yep.
What's up, Herman?
I'm good. Is your mic a little low? Or is it?
Is my mic low, or do I need to raise it?
I don't know.
Maybe
How about me, Herman?
You're good. You're 5x5. So maybe I'm just low on your end.
All right, you're good.
That's good right there. Okay. Happy Sunday, folks. Eat more possum. How are you? What's everyone? What's up, everyone? Welcome to Sunday Nights with Those Guys. Happy holidays to you all. Happy holidays to you, Tom. Merry Christmas.
It's Saturday. It's Christmas, right?
Yeah.
Just got through Hanukkah.
We are exactly 7 days away from Christmas. So that's what's up. Can hear you all fine. Thank you, little Llama Laura. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. Anyway, once again, happy holidays to everyone.
Hey.
Glad to be here. Eddie Nunez, what's up?
What's up, Eddie?
It is December 19th, 2021. And so far, the giveaways that we've been having have been going smoothly. It's not a whole lot, but we've been giving away on Herman's Wednesday night stream for the last 2 weeks. And this week will be the final and last week. Fly Guy Merrill, that we will be having some more DJI peripherals, accessory giveaways, and I'm giving away an FPV drone. Now, tomorrow, I'm launching a video. It's an FPV video. It was an excuse to go out and get in one last flight with this drone here. I can't see the camera, so I have to pull up Zoom and see so I don't look like a fool here, but it was my last chance. This is the FPV drone that I'm giving away, but I wanted to take it out and fly it and make sure that it was fine and tuning was okay and stuff like that. And she was fine. So this week, Wednesday night, and the video that launches tomorrow is redirecting everyone to Herman's last video, which, by the way, kudos to you, Herman.
Yeah, it's a nice controller. Yeah,
with the
smart Eddie liked your video.
Well, thank you, Eddie. Thank you, Eddie.
Novice Quads brought back some memories of Rhode Island in Herman's Mavic 3 video, helicopter. Oh, when I was screaming out helicopter.
He can't help himself, Herman. He can't.
No,
help
he can't.
Himself.
He just can't.
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 It's a bad habit I picked up with NYC 5 Burrow. You know, freaking.
I thought you were going to say it was a bad habit I picked up from Nam. Okay.
What's up, One Vision Ariel? How are you? Happy holiday to you.
From Nam?
No. Actually.
Have those flashbacks, bro.
No, we don't. Fortunately, we don't have any.
He'd be popping smoke. Herman, he'd be popping smoke, bro. Okay? He'd be popping red smoke. It's a hot LZ. Watch out.
World. That's what it is, popping smoke.
Popping smoke. It's a hot LZ.
What's up, everyone? We
Well,
appreciate you coming in. Corey Mano, how are you? What's good? All the way from Canada. Hope all is well.
already
Well,
was good, man.
just to let
Mm.
this drone that I'm giving away, I want to point out, I had a bunch of spare parts.
Mm-hmm.
I had mad spare parts, and this is actually a Franken drone. Okay, I had a spare board, a spare EFC 4-in-1. Jody, what's good, man? How are you? Mr. Crowley, what's up? And what happened was I
Yeah.
decided to have it put together
Uh-huh.
for me. And I had someone, hey, good morning. Good morning, Rob and Sue over in Australia. Good morning to you guys over there.
Feet on the ground was good, man.
Um, I had someone a mutual friend of ours, Herman, that
Yeah.
we no longer discuss. I had that person put the drone
Uh-huh.
together for me, and then
Right.
as a science project, I took it apart and switched out parts, and I never got a chance to fly it. I just wanted the experience, I guess. Drone Views Medias, how are you? I guess I wanted the
Hey,
experience of
Drone
me
Views
building it,
Media.
but I left the camera and I changed a few
Yeah.
things in the drone. The LEDs were on it from the first operation of the Franken drone being put together, but I built it to fly freestyle.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
no matter how hard I try,
Right.
I just can't. I just can't flip. I may do a an inverted flip or a power dive, or I just couldn't. So I figure I might as well give it away, which is what we're doing on the last giveaway, which is this Wednesday on Wednesday nights with those guys. So I have your link in my video that's launching tomorrow. In order to qualify, everybody that's left comments on Herman's video qualifies, whether you fly FPV or not. I'd like to point out, and I'd also like to point out that congratulations to Herman. You broke the 400 view mark on that video.
Did I?
I believe so. Last I saw you broke the 400 view mark on that video, which was fun to make. And if you haven't seen it, I suggest you watch it. All the way at the end was funny because we found out that the Mavic 3 does not want to be hand cored. No matter
Just
how
don't
you
have the right finesse, gentlemen.
the right
Well,
finesse.
you know what it
Yeah,
is?
well,
It's not the
I had it
same.
in my
It's not the same as the
excuse
the
me, the Air
2S.
2S and the Phantoms and all of that. It's because, hey, Steven, what's up, man? Happy holidays to you. Glad you're back home from Dubai and getting those travel miles in.
Hey, Steven, what's good, man?
Yes,
How you
yes, yes.
doing?
You gotta
We-
see Herman. Herman,
uh,
there's a trick. There's a trick to hand catching the Mavic 3, bro.
Yeah, I know.
Gotta,
I figured that out, but
you gotta go into sports mode and F those senses, okay? So
but there's
hey, Jackrabbit.
it's not the same as the Air 2S.
because she's looking around, man. She's like, well, who's that grabbing at me? Okay.
Right.
Yeah,
Especially
but
those big
I had it
mitts.
in my hands, and it
It's those
actually.
big mitts that Lawrence. It was like, what the heck is that, man? It's like some
Listen, I
octopus
had
is
it in
coming
my
to attack
hands,
me.
and
Okay.
literally, as Herman was pulling down on the throttle to cut the motor, it revved up engines and jumped out of my hand, and I was like, "Yo, what the fuck?" So it does not want to be cut. That was funny. All I could
You
do
sure?
was,
You sure that wasn't Herman on the throttle there, right? Okay, you
No,
positive, right?
it did it on its own.
yeah,
It's all those
yes.
senses, man.
Well, listen, it is ready. I would like to see that drone fly in A-Pass. Well, I mean, through some trees and stuff.
Well, it moved away from you and it moved away from me, so I just find that would be fine. But well, there's some videos coming.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
thought Lawrence, you were going to go buy one just to do some obstacle avoidance videos.
No, to be honest, I can't afford it.
Running
Like
into a tree.
with the holiday season and the new year coming in, I definitely can't afford
So
it.
to
Maybe further down the line, there will
look,
be a Mavic 3
I'll always wait for somebody else to do the obstacle avoidance videos. Okay,
Just try flying it at a tree and see what happens.
straight on.
If Jackson,
Straight on.
what's good, man?
Take your
What-
$3,000 and
What's
just
the-
like aim it at a tree.
Chad B, what happened?
I said,
Aim
just
it-
take your $3,000 and aim it at a tree.
Straight
right?
at the tree, right?
Straight at the tree. That's why I always wait for
Morning,
somebody
Tim
else to
Jackson,
put up
another
that
one
video.
from Australia. How are you, Tim Jackson? Are you on your way
Air
to work this morning?
refresh.
You're off today? What's going on?
No, screw that Care Refresh.
If it
You
doesn't
see the
work-
cost? What's the cost to replace your first drone with Care Refresh? Think about it. What are you paying? Almost $700-800 at that point?
Eddie Nunez says, I installed iNav on my 7-inch. It will now hover like a GPS drone. Can do waypoints. You know what? I was looking into iNav. And if for those of you who don't know, hey, Marcel, off access. iNav is an operating system like Betaflight and all these KISS and all these other ones out there. But iNav allows your GPS drone so that when you throw the return to home button, it will actually hover for a few seconds, turn to, no matter where it is, turn towards home, go up to an accelerated height and come home. I have not seen anyone use the waypoints on it, but I heard it's very easy to use. Oh, you're off from work until the 20th. Okay, celebrate. Chad B, what's up? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to Sunday nights with those guys. If you get a transmitter for your phone, you could use it for analog FPV. Well, you know what? I never thought about that.
What happened?
Chad B says, I know you would like it. If you get a transmitter for your phone, you could use it for analog. And I'm assuming he's seen there's an analog transmitter you could hook up to your phone and fly FPV with. Never thought of doing that. Okay. Well, anyway, it's
So
the holiday
myself.
season. I want to point out something. Some of you guys have been sleeping on DJI. I've been entering this contest every week since they started. And for a month now, they've been having this Create Holiday Magic giveaway with DJI, with
Is that
equipment giving away. Now, I'm going to scroll straight down to show you. Week 1, they gave away an Action 2. Week 2, they gave away a Mini 2. Week 3, they gave away, I think, another Mini. No, an Air. Hold on, I can just click on it and see. Yeah, the Mavic Air 2 Fly More combo. The 4th week, they gave away either an DJI Osmo Athens in gray and a Pocket 2 Creator. Anyway, this week, they're giving away a DJI Air 2S Fly More combo and the DJI Mavic 3 Premium combo. As you see, it says you have entered. Well, I'm going to put this link up here. All you got to do is post to Twitter or Facebook with a comment saying what you would do if you won or something close to that, and you can also enter. Now, the final contest is on Christmas Day. It's a box. I don't know what's in the box. It could be anything. What's up, Mr. J's RC? How are you? Oh, he's talking about drone mask. Oh, Chad B and Maddie were talking about drone mask. Okay. Sorry, I misunderstood. But there's the link in the chat. Enter it. Who knows? You don't know if you don't try. Like I said, hold on a second right here. Go back to it. This package right here on December 25th is a grand prize. What is it? I have no idea. 10 winners will receive the first DJI product launched in 2022. It's a mystery box, which actually
Well, whatever the first product is of the year.
Huh?
Whatever
Well,
the first product is of the year.
Whatever the first product they plan
So
on
if
releasing.
they come out with a toothbrush, it's yours.
Tech support's over here laughing. They come out with a toothbrush or with dental floss. It's you're gonna win it in a big box. But here's the link.
Mm-hmm.
One more time. That's it. Mini 3 travels with Rosie. Well, we actually have a story here. it talks about what they may be speculating to be released later on, where we're going to get into that. But Tom, what's good, man? I got it right this time. What's
No.
happening in Nevada right now?
What I still have a question out on the table there. What's the cost of replacing your first Mavic 3 with DJI Care Refresh?
I don't know. I never checked into it.
So what's the cost of DJI Care Refresh on this bird? Anybody have an
Almost
answer?
$600 for
Something.
2 years, $300 a year, and they sign you into a 2-year contract with Care
600
Refresh.
bucks?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like 3 something.
And then they charge you how much for that first bird replacement?
Good
Exactly.
question.
So you're probably up around the cost of an Air 2S at that point.
To
So
replace
I
a
think I'm going to
$4,000
buy.
drone.
Well, I think I'm going to buy my next drone from Best Buy then.
Hmm.
Because you
They
can
have
Now
a
get
better
it
replacement.
fast.
Now let's
policy.
talk about the guys that go to Best Buy.
Yeah.
Oh wow! See, Marcel off Access says that link doesn't go to a giveaway; just goes to the DJI store for Canadians anyway. I apologize, dude.
What
I,
link?
I had no idea.
On the
that
outside looking in again. Poor Canada.
Yeah, I had no idea that it was just feet on the ground. Us Aussies
What?
just get screwed. You guys can't enter it either. Hold on.
What link?
It's probably, hold on. Let me go
But
to
you probably gave them the wrong link. It's in the DJI.
at the what?
Should be able to find it from the DJI has it in their official store, don't they? It's a separate page.
It's supposed to be in their official store. I'm checking right now. United States English, US dollar. I figured that it exclusive holiday combo and giveaways. I'm looking for the rules. My tech support says, look for the rules. Look for the rules.
I see
Okay.
it right here.
Does
As soon
it
as I
say
open it
in
up.
any? It does not say. I'm looking at it now. It does not say in any. Let's scroll down. See. Globally DJI, August 31st. I don't know what that means, but 60 days after. Shop now. All they're doing is advertising. They still have the Air 2S for $999. The Mini the Mini 2 $449. I'm looking for the. Yeah, I'm looking for. He says stop getting sidetracked. Keep looking. View term. Here we go. Okay. Let's see what she says here.
Damn.
Yep. Only to legal residents of the United States. I apologize, guys, who are at least 18 years old. I apologize for you guys outside of the United States. But that was it. There. That would explain a lot. No, they're not taking it out on you guys, Rob and Sue and Tim Jackson in Australia. They said Tim Jackson, Aussies always get screwed. I apologize. Wow.
What happened?
Tech support was showing me something. He's tech supporting something. Try living. Right? Yeah. Well, that's a nice picture for your background, Tom.
Well, thank you.
I look forward to seeing some FPV. You're doing some surfing, mountain surfing out there.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I got a couple of videos online right now. But yeah.
If you are
definitely
not a
going
member
out
of this
more.
group, I will hold on. I'm going to try and pull it up now from Facebook and put the post. If you're not a member of this group and you're into long range cruising, these dudes
Ooh, what?
really do it. Long range mountain surfing. I even brought a hoodie from them. Range mountain surfing. Let's see where they are. I'll okay. Oh, sorry. Wrong name of the group. It's mid-range mountain surfing. Tom, if you're into cruising and stuff like that, or you guys love long range, hey, what's up, Corey? Rob C, how are you? This group right here, these guys, what I do is nothing in distance compared to what these guys do. Sometimes they have to fly 2.5 miles just to get to a location to start cruising. But that's the group right there. If you're into mountain surfing, I mean long range cruising, these guys show you how to do it. If you have GPS problems, like Eddie had mentioned, he had just installed iNav and now his drones hover like a GPS drone and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I may have to look into iNav because iNav records a home point.
Okay.
For FPV.
Okay.
Hey, Joe, how are you? Tim Jackson, if I win the Air 2S, I would in a heartbeat. I already have one. Okay. They're talking feet on the ground saying something about he's from Sydney, originally from, oh, they're talking Aussie talk. I don't even know none of the places they're talking about. But anyway, we might as well get into the first story tonight. And it has to do with the fact that everyone's trying to go green and turn their homes into get solar powered homes or have a wind turbine on their roof to produce electricity for the house. Well, for those of you, there's Rob C. asked to join Mid-Range Mountain Surfer. You are approved. I had no idea they made me an admin. I just found that out just now. I appreciate that. I gotta let them know I appreciate that a lot. Hey Russell, how are you? Yeah, I'm in a dude, I go to groups and I have no idea I'm an admin until someone tries to join. Getting back to the story, there's a company, what's that?
No, go ahead. Yeah.
There's a company out there called Sunrun, and they are one of many solar panel companies out here in the United States. But this story has a talk about how Sunrun has teamed up to use drone deploy software to make their work more efficient, where it cost them a risk to a man climbing or several men climbing a roof. It's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
According to them, with this story here, they can use drone deploy to measure the roof without the pilot never leaving the ground. Sunrun has also claimed that they just ordered 110 DJI Mavic 2 Pro drones in December of 2019 to use drone deploy to measure roofs and stuff like that. Where it takes 2 hours, they've cut down that time from 2 hours per roof to 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Now, they were also talking about how they also fly 245 drones and employ the same number of site technicians who are now certified 107 pilots. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
In its peak month, they did 7,000 drone flights, recording data on customer roofs and using ground deploy's mapping system. Those of you who don't know what drone deploy is, it is one of the, I won't say lower end mapping options out there, but they seem to work really well with DJI drones. Okay, and now that this company can get 15-minute jobs done in 15 minutes as opposed to 2 hours and not have to worry about a man falling off the roof or damaging the roof from him stepping somewhere, I think it's a decent story, to be honest. I mean, right now, they say before the company converted to drone-based roof inspections, technicians would have to climb a roof in Nevada, Las Vegas, places like that. And during the day, the roof could be 120 degrees during the day, and the roof could be radiating 150 degrees heat off of the roof back in your face. So imagine having to climb a roof and go through all this. Max here, 420, what's good?
Well, why don't you mention that they're one of many companies? It's the country's leading general contractor of solar installation systems.
Yeah.
You know, everybody knows Tesla because it's popular.
Right.
You know, it's the country's, you know, in the United States, I should say, that, you know, the largest general contractor of those installations. But when you mentioned about the man climbing on the roof, but with the drone you have you have better accuracy in your measurement. You know, you're talking about
Yes.
2 to 3 hours, 3 to 4 hours of time. This thing is cutting it down to 15 minutes to 20 minutes of time to be able to get this done.
Sure, that's a moneymaker for the
Yeah,
company.
of course.
Yes,
You know?
it's a money saver, and there's virtually no risk to men who used to
Well, you
have to
cut down on
climb,
the liability factor, which lowers your insurance
which means you're
premiums.
saving money.
But you're also, this isn't something that guys, you're going to pick up permit and add this to your drone unless you want to spend about $4,000. Um, Drone Deploy is not a cheap product.
Mhm.
You're either going to pay for it monthly, which that'll cost you almost $5,000, or you're going to pay for it upfront, which is about $3,000. It's a cost of doing business here, but that cost is far outweighed by the lower liability requirements because you don't have to put members up on the roof,
Mhm.
more accurate readings,
Yes,
and of
they
course,
are.
a
Right.
quicker turnaround time.
Well, you're right, Tom, because the software automatically takes the mapping data and converts it to a digital file for
Yeah,
you.
which the
So
company
everything
then in
is
turn uses to provide their estimate to the client to say, hey, we can cite X number of panels on here. The other thing that the drone gets to
Herman
do
Rob C.
is
left your
the
question.
time of day that you're flying, okay, also helps the company. I imagine most of these are being flown at midday because this way then the company can identify, where the right areas on the roof to put
yes,
these.
I
Now,
did.
if you have a thermal imaging camera to boot on this, say you have a Mavic 2 Enterprise Advanced, well, that gives you even more data to leverage because now you're going to know where that heat is radiating during those parts of the day and where you can locate those panels to absorb more of that energy. So this is drones making business smart, right?
Mhm.
Just a tool. That's all it is a tool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a tool towards profitability, right?
And then, it's funny because these companies actually charge, well, I know the companies that were doing the installations for Tesla were charging based upon the slope of the roof for a guy going up there. So,
Well, yeah, I've
I
talked
mean,
about it on past episodes when we talk about, disaster scenes and going out there and assessing like what just happened in the
right.
Midwest with the tornadoes, right? Instead of having to put people on unsafe structures to evaluate the integrity of those structures, now you use drones to do that. Quicker, safer, better data, and it's
Mhm.
repeatable, right? Something
Yeah.
you don't get with the human factor. You put the same
Well,
guy up on
it
the
is
roof
what it
twice,
is.
he's going to get two different measurements. You put the drone up twice, it's going to get the same measurements both times.
I'm sorry. I'm just trying to let you guys talk and chat at the same time. But
Yeah.
rigor mortis, no
Thank you.
problem. Thanks for coming in, Rob C. You probably won Draymond. Will you have a pre-flight, pre-install of panels, and possible after install flight down the road?
Yeah, absolutely, right, Draymond? I mean, but like I said, one of the things that's good about this is the fact that through AI and with machine learning, what you're doing is repeatable. So now the cost to the company becomes negligible now when they go back out and they do re-inspections because they already have the site data. So
Mhm.
they know where they're flying, all of that information can be plugged right back in.
Right.
Exactly.
That's exactly what it says that it does.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you go back out there and you reevaluate. Okay. It's just like, look, like I said several years back, I had the foresight to help somebody set up a business out here that does solar farm inspections.
Mhm.
And
Well,
again, using thermal imaging cameras, it's a simple business. Okay. It's a moneymaker.
for
You put it
those
up
of
in the
you,
air, and with the thermal imaging camera, you look for the heat signatures across the panels.
Right.
When it doesn't meet the requirements, that panel needs to be replaced. It's that simple, and not as easy to do from the ground. I mean, you got yourself an infrared thermometer. What are you going to do? You're going to go hit each panel, make sure you hit the right sections on the panel, and you're going to walk around. How long are you going to walk around for in a 10,000 panel solar farm? With the drone, you set up your waypoints. Use a product like Drone Deploy or Pix 4D.
Yes, and for those of you who are not
and you collect your data.
If for those of you who are not familiar with Pix 4D and Drone Deploy, they seem to, well, Pix 4D is really large. I think they're like number 1 or number 2 as far as 3D mapping. But Drone Deploy
they're about at the same price points, Lawrence.
Right.
They're around
Drone
the same price
Deploy
points.
and Pix 4D. But
Yeah,
Drone
you're
Deploy
paying, if you're going to pay monthly,
works
if you're going to pay monthly, you're going to pay about $5,000 a year for this piece of software. If you're going to pay it annually, then you're going to pay about $3,000 a year for the software.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know what?
It says
Drone
about how much
Deploy,
now? $5,000?
It's about $5,000 if you're paying on a monthly basis. Okay.
five grand a year.
A year.
Okay.
You save yourself almost
if you're
$2,000 by paying it up front.
Well, look, right, the way I see it right now, there are no other 3D mapping softwares out there.
There are, but do they do the same job?
They're not as accurate. They lack what Drone Deploy and Pix 4D have.
Well, accuracy is something that you have to work towards also. This isn't, so nobody thinks, hey, I got an extra $3,000.
Nobody says 3D Zephyr.
Okay.
Also.
Yeah, there's other products out there. There's absolutely other products out there. But it's not a product, by the way, that you just take out of the box and automatically you are a mapping genius, okay? Like anything else out there, you got to work towards this. When you talk about accuracy is based on calibration. You have to calibrate. You have to have a ground target or targets. Usually multiple targets.
I'm checking out the link now.
Multiple targets are a vast improvement over a single target because now you have to triangulate, and there's a level of accuracy if those ground targets are set up by a surveyor.
Right.
So
I'm actually checking out. I'd never heard of this company, 3D Zephyr. See,
yeah, it's been out there.
Learn something every day.
Sure.
Yeah, DJI.
Like I said, there are multiple. There's a
too.
multitude of companies out there that do have similar commodities. You just have to look for the best fit.
All right, I'm loading
it. Of course, the ones you know most about are the ones that are used most out there, and it's going to be Pix 4D.
Just checking this out right now in real time. It's pretty. All right. See, you learn something new every day. You can give an overhead view, and this is the purpose of 3D mapping. I like this. I'm gonna have to, Herman. I'm gonna have to look into something.
Mr. JC, I don't know.
Have you ever done 3D mapping, Tom?
Not to the level where we're doing what you're showing on the screen. There's some quick and dirty mapping that I've tried using a product called Pix 4D React.
Yeah.
Which is used on the public safety side for a quick and dirty site survey.
What you're praying for is the processing of your shots and the shareability of those shots. Draymond, from what I'm starting to see and from what I'm understanding about 3D mapping, that's exactly what it is. Night Train, how are you, man? Thank you, brother, for coming in. Works good with drones. But from what I see, Drone Deploy seems to be geared more towards DJI drones. I don't know how long Drone Deploy has been around. I do know Pix 4D
a long time.
has been around for a minute. Yes, they've both been around for a minute. Okay.
Doesn't matter what drone it is, Lawrence.
Huh?
Don't matter what drone it is.
These companies are building it for the DJI platform. They're
No,
building it to.
well, what I mean by that, I've noticed a few people. I've been doing some research on drone deploy, and everyone goes, "It works with DJI. It works with DJI." You know what I'm saying? So, I would assume it does work with non-DJI drones as well. The Parrot and Nafi, I know can work with the software. That praying mantis bug drone that they have also on the 4G network works with it. So it's I need to do more research. I'm interested in 3D mapping and the companies that do it, because right now you can come out of college damn near with a 107 license and start looking into jobs like 3D mapping and stuff like that for companies, line inspections, building inspections. It's all happening and changing very, very fast. Would you guys not agree or agree?
Well, sure. If you have your 107 license, you can come up with anything right now because everything is in the infant stage. But as far as this now, you now have a company with this thing here. What you're talking in this article, companies doing something like what a lot of these vans that pull up in front of people's homes with the fly-by-night guys. They come in and do all the electrical, the plumbing, the carpentry, and
Yeah,
everything.
yeah,
Call
yeah.
themselves
In the dark.
the construction crew, and somehow get a permit for all of that shit.
Okay, Recovery One says that drone deploy and Pix 4D work with the leaders in the industry. Okay.
Yeah. So
I
let
do
me make a
agree.
recommendation. If you are a college student or a prospective college student looking to go into this type of field and want to know what to take while you're in college, well, what you should focus on is geographic information science, or GIS, okay? And learn the science of graphic information, because that's what we're talking about here. This mapping, the orthoscopics, okay, the wireframes, the as built or as being built, that's all based on GIS. So if you're looking to go into this field, getting yourself a degree in GIS or spatial analysis, things
Mhm.
like that, those
Hey, Night
engineering
Train, I send you
sciences,
something on Messenger.
that's the right alignment. That's the right way to align your education with your prospective job opportunities here. You come out and you're both a drone pilot with mapping experience and have a degree in GIS, you're gonna
Mm-hmm.
find a job rather
Well,
quickly.
to answer the high school question, I mean, Tom might add to what I'm about to say, but as much mathematics and science as you can find.
How
Yeah,
about high schools?
right. If you're gonna go
There,
to community college, get an associate's in science, not applied science, in
Mhm.
science. Okay, so that you have a foundation to move on to in a senior college with. If you're
Right.
looking to go a different route, then look into the military.
No, because someone
Okay.
said, how about high school?
Well,
Yeah, and
in
my boy Corey had asked, what about high schools? There are
yeah,
no high
in
schools
high
right now,
school,
present day. As far as I know, there are no high schools right now in New York City, present day, that are offering drone or 107 courses. But I
not
do know there
107
are a couple,
courses.
there are a few drone courses being offered in some
Yes.
CUNY and SNE colleges here
No,
in New York.
also at in Stuyvesant, there's a course, okay, in aerial pictometry. Okay, so there are some out there, but
SDK
you
files
have to
being
find
released.
them. I find it hard to believe that city high school like aviation high school doesn't have something.
Right.
Being
I would think
alumni
they
from
would.
aviation, they definitely have some
You see
kind of
what
course work.
Draymond put? He put said talk about SDK files being released. I talk about SDK files being released for the A2 and the Air 2S and the M3, the other brands, new releases. That's why I don't run out and get new
Right,
phones
exactly.
until they would be compatible with these programs.
Yeah.
Well, it's just a matter of firmware. It's
No. It's a software development environment. It has to be when they build out these new drones, they make decisions on what aspects of the drone and feature sets they're going to release for customization. Those wind up in an application development environment, or in this case, known as an SDK.
like OpenTX, open source they call it.
Not necessarily open source. No, you don't have to be open source to have an SDK. There are programs out there that look, Microsoft, okay? Microsoft is not open source software, okay? Microsoft Office. But there are SDKs for it where you can build components to work with it, okay? It's the same thing here where you have, say, something like Pix4D. Well, it has to be able to interface and hook into the software that actually flies the drone so that it can collect its data. It can send the right signals to the drone to find its waypoints and navigate through. So in order to do that, there has to be that API or that software development kit that allows those third-party authors to actually interface with those drones.
Right.
So what Dre is basically saying is he can't be an early adopter, not with his investment. Okay?
Right.
He's got to wait
I understand
until
exactly what he means.
yeah, the hardware manufacturer comes out with the SDK to support those third-party add-ons.
Right.
Okay.
All else is just it's just wasting. Pretty much.
Yeah, he goes.
Money.
Well, it's a
'Cause if
bird
they-
that's
if
going to
they
be down
decided
on the ground because he
right,
can't.
because he can't use it.
Right.
Because
And that's just burning dollars.
Right, because if they ever decide to change their mind and go a different route, then he's just sitting there with it.
Yeah.
I understood that.
Mr. JRC says, I got some fireballs. When are we going? When are we doing shots? Well, we could do one right now for the holiday. We can do a drop and a shot. I figured, why not? Whatever you're drinking, and whether it be coffee, tea, or something in a glass, clear, doesn't matter. We can do a shot real quick, a drop and a shot to get it out of the way, because Mr. J's got some fireballs. You ready to do a drop and a shot, Herman?
Yeah, whenever you're ready, whatever you want.
Oh, well, we can do it now and get it out the way.
Okay.
And
Well, go ahead.
and take it from there. Okay.
You going to do it, or you want me to do it?
We could either way. I see you cleaning your glasses there.
Well, if you want me to do it, or do you want to do it? I mean, doesn't matter.
Go for it, man. Go for it. I'm in chill mode today.
Oh, you're in. Okay. All right. Here we go.
That's what it's called.
Put the glasses on so that way everybody can see me.
You mean so you can see everybody?
And then we can see ourselves off your glasses.
Right. That's what we see the screen. That 49.
Like an Escher drawing. Just keep losing myself in there.
Sunday Night with Those Guys is sponsored by
Those Guys. Happy holidays to you guys out there and gals. Sunday night's dropping a shot. Is sponsored by Those Guys. We appreciate it.
That's one drop too many for you.
What, Herman?
That's one too many drops for you.
Listen, when I started the stream, this glass.
Yeah, we got the gloves coming up.
Yes, we have a giveaway. We have a giveaway. Photography gloves. We're giving away. This is the final giveaway. We've been having giveaways for the last 2 Wednesdays. This Wednesday will be the last and final giveaway before Christmas. I'd like to point out Herman is giving away some photography gloves with the tips, or flying gloves with the tips peeled back. And
photography gloves.
What happened?
They're photography gloves.
Okay, photography gloves. And I am also giving away this FPV Franken drone, which, by the way, the video that I released, I do highly suggest. I don't know if you can see this here. You see this little dipole antenna? I do not and I request, unless you have the experience like I do in cruising distances that an FPV drone should not go, do not try to fly a dipole up to a quarter mile away. I do it, and I did it, and you'll see it in the video that it's launching tomorrow, because that's how I test out my antennas. That's how I test out my BTX, because if I know it can go up to a quarter mile away on low power, if you turn up the VTX, anything close and flying freestyle should be good, including going behind objects and stuff like that. But this Wednesday on Herman's live stream, and we are giving away a pair of photography gloves as well as that FPV drone. Now, right now, Herman, last I checked, was at 400 plus views. I don't even know how many comments. You know what? We're going to do it right now. We're going to go to your page, Herman, and see, because everyone deserves a chance to qualify. And even if you fly FPV or not,
Lawrence, I might have something
video now. Huh?
I might have some other things to sweeten that the giveaway on
This
Wednesday.
is the video you have to leave a comment on. I have a link in my video tomorrow of where you have 409 views and 54 comments. 54 comments, Herman. That's great. Congratulations on doing well on those numbers.
Lawrence, but you're not subscribed to me, Lawrence?
Look, dude, stop it. Here, look. It's, it shows the bell.
Wow, look at that.
It says all. All is selected already. Okay, so you know how YouTube it tells you not subscribed. But anyway, you have to leave a comment on this video here that we did. Herman's first flight and what he thinks of the Mavic 3. And I want to be honest and tell you, my video has a link in order to qualify. If your comment is not in this video, and I am deleting duplicates. So if you try to put more than one comment, that does not help you. Anyone who has left a comment and has left more than one comment will only have one comment by the time I'm done. So I just wanted to point that out. Like I said, the video I'm releasing is, hey, Michael Blades, the video that I'm releasing tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, so it can be released in the UK around noon, is this FPV bird that I'm proud to give away. It was built out of spare parts. I have to stress that, out of spare parts. And you'd be surprised when you see this video.
Aren't they the parts that you need?
Huh?
Aren't they the parts that you need?
No.
So
I have a spare parts box. I have a spare parts box.
No, but I'm saying to build a drone, aren't those the parts that you need?
Everything, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, everything that's in it, yeah.
So just about everything is built out of spare parts,
Spider-Man at 9:30. I want to point out this, Mr. J's RC, you will enjoy Spider-Man.
What happened?
Mr. J's RC, you will enjoy Spider-Man if the theater that you see it in sells alcohol like the one I saw it in. And I know we didn't have any, but I did see it in IMAX.
When how far you gotta go?
Huh?
How far does he have to go?
Travels with Rosie says, I swear YouTube deletes subscribers. Check if your subscribers to do. Yes, you have to constantly check to see if you're subscribed to people travel with Rosie. I agree with you.
No, I'm just messing with Lawrence. I know what that is.
That's why I'm ignoring you.
Wow.
I'm learning.
That's
a big
why.
studio movie, huh, Mr. J's RC? I'd keep drinking if I were you.
Yeah, because once you pay for the tickets and everything and buy the popcorn and everything, you're gonna wish you had that other shot.
What kind of footage you got over there, man? I know you're holding out.
I still have computers in pods being shipped out here, so I'm not doing much of anything at this point. I even traveled cross country without my battery charger for my Nikon camera. It really pissed me off.
How'd you do that?
Oh man, the logistics of it all, right? My logistics coordinator is my wife. Okay, so it's like, where's my battery charger? She says, well, where'd you put it? Unfortunately, it's in the pod. So,
Herman, I'm ordering a pint of strawberry lemonade moonshine for you. Do you want one?
A pint?
Yes. Well, don't even look this way. I got
Well-
you. My tech support just rolled his eyes at me like,
Well,
yo,
hold on a second. What's a pint going for?
don't worry about it. If I'm ordering it, I'm asking, do you want one?
Well, I might want two.
All right. Well, see, the second one's on you, but all right. All right. Let me just let Night Train know we may
Yeah, we
need about
what?
4 pints. 4 or 5
Ask him
pints.
how much he does for the half a
Strawberry lemonade.
gallon.
How much? Oh yeah, I'll ask him how much it costs.
Ask him how much
Ask
is
him
the
how
half
much they
gallon.
For half gallon? You're joking, right?
No, I'm just saying. You tell him you want 4 pints. I'm like, just ask him about the half gallon.
All right. Well,
Yeah,
he's
see if
talking
there's a
back.
bulk discount.
Yeah. Well, he says he only makes half pints and pints.
Okay.
Okay, and that's also makes easier for shipping. So I'll
Okay.
work it out with Night Train. He's
Yeah, let me
never
know.
charged
I'll
for it
cash app you the
just
money.
last year. All right, we need. I'm going to finish the stream.
What happened?
All right, I'm going to get back to him. We will talk about price. He says he never charged for them. He's
Okay.
always giving them away as gifts last year, but we're trying to order half a case here.
It makes for good stocking stuffers.
Yeah, they make great stocking stuffers, and I've never had strawberry lemonade moonshine before, so I look forward to trying it out.
Well, if anyone remembers the last time Lawrence had,
Unfortunately, and smart, and luckily, you won't have it for Christmas. So, 'cause I remember the last Christmas I had moonshine 2 years ago. That was not funny. Lawrence Herman is a three-peater, shot caller. Now everything is extra large or supersized. Dream is funny. No, wait, Mr. J's RC, we're not trying to blow up Night Train, but hit him up in Messenger on Facebook and discuss it. I don't want to say, hey,
I never said anything. Lawrence is the one that did it. I'm ready for the next shot and the drop if he's ready.
You ready for next shot and a drop? Really?
I haven't even gone to the next story. You want to do another drop? Look
Yeah,
at you.
we're gonna go into.
Look at you.
Check this out. I have a one-shot take FPV take by Red Bull. This is their
Red Bull.
latest, from what I understand.
Sponsored by.
It's sponsored by Red Bull. This one
Gotcha.
shot. It's sponsored by Red Bull. It's shot by Red Bull FPV Pilots, which are phenomenal. Someone was saying Johnny FPV could have did the same thing. I'm gonna be honest. I've seen Red Bull flip and do a power loop with a helicopter over the Statue of Liberty. They seem to be on top when it comes to making commercials and doing stuff like this. So I'm actually going to play the sound for this too. So what? To hell with it. Copyright. The views and opinions tonight are not necessarily the views and opinions of everybody on the panel and or in the chat. Now that that's out the way, if you give me a copyright strike, we at least gave you fucking credit for it.
Ooh, listen to it.
Here we go. Wait. Sorry. I need to stop sharing and reset everything up because I did not set up sound.
Uh-oh.
Sorry, I apologize for that. Sound is on. Okay, start sharing. And you guys could hear my audio anyway. Share sound. There we go.
Uh-huh.
But hot video. Take 3 minutes out of your life to watch. And keep in mind, there are 2 off-road. Can you guys hear it?
Mm-hmm.
It's not too loud, right?
Nope. A little low, but I mean, it's all right.
Well, I like this video. It took me a while to see harder and harder to find FPV videos. But the fact But this vehicle is maybe moving about 60, between 60 and 70 per hour. I like everything that's shot because this is one battery. Well, actually, it's two batteries tied together. But Red Bull is famous for doing shots like this, and I must stress, don't forget, when the video started, there's over 2 off-road vehicles. So at some time and point, you can get to that vehicle. And both of these drivers, one is a specific off-road driver, and one is an off-road mountain climbing driver, which makes this interesting. I actually did a small bio. This is the transition, which is over quarter mile to the next vehicle. Now, if you look at the shadow of this, it's obviously a sin lifter that they are using in this video. You will see shadows of the ground. As far as camera, I cannot tell you, but I think they did really good they did very good with this video. Oh, I will post a link to it for you guys. And here they both are transitioning back towards the end of the video, but I thought it would be pretty good. If you want to see anything that Red Bull does, they do it to the extreme. Just like Team Black Ever watch that or any of their crew? They do what it takes to get that thing. Almost over. Don't worry about it. All right. But I'll post the link. After I cut it, it shows the making of it. It has a little bit with the drivers, and this is the final shot. Now, my only question was, and I'm sure he was close to the top of that hill, where the hell was he?
You don't know where he was?
No, the cameraman. I mean the pilot.
He's in that second sandrail.
But here's the link. You can check it out. Watch
He's
it.
He's in the passenger seat of the second sandrail.
Oh, see, I didn't see
that. He just
that.
flew by himself.
I did not notice that. I'm going to have to watch that over. But here's the video. You can check it out in its entirety and the making of Tim Jackson. His graphics card is working overtime. You know what it is? I have to do what Ken Heron and a few other people do. I need a second computer. Yeah, the graphics card skipping. Believe it or not, my graphics card is fine. It's streaming the live stream, having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of 8 windows open still. It is, yeah. I guess it would be taxing on the live stream.
It's the internet.
That too. That also, the internet. Bottlenecking. There can be separate persons on the panel for sign language. And there'd be a second person.
Yeah, after we do a few more shots, definitely. I got a couple of signs for you. We'll stop right there. Okay.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you that one, Tom.
Yeah.
Headlines, the views and opinions.
Yeah. Hold on. The views and opinions tonight are not necessarily the views and opinions of everybody on the panel and or in the chat.
Even with these commercials you got going on here.
I need a new soundbite recorded.
I know. It's hey.
Helicopter.
Hey, Deneen, how are you? Hope you're feeling
how you doing, Deneen? Are you feeling better?
You want to give some support and send some prayers towards Deneen. She's strucken down with the virus. Doesn't matter which virus, but she's strucken down and hospital bound. Hope you're feeling better and can't wait to see you out there flying again. Just do what they tell you in the hospital. A couple more shots on all this language comes out. But thanks for stopping in, Deneen, and get better with Godspeed. We're praying for you and getting better. Good. If you're still in the hospital, Just get better. Don't go home until you feel better. The hell with that. We're sending you home tomorrow. If you feel like shit, stay there. I'm just saying. I mean, it's
It's just that
that's
nightly that nightly charge and the room service isn't that great. So they're kicking you out. You're probably better off at home.
Yeah, because for the prices that they charge at the hospital, you can go
Should be
to a
getting a happy
hotel in
ending.
Manhattan.
Hey, Bill, how are you? Kerman, did you buy a screen protector for the RC Pro?
What happened?
Bill, Coast to Coast, is asking, did you buy a screen protector for the RC Pro? And I know Rob C showed you a tablet, a sunshade for the RC Pro as well.
First off, I saw all of that, and I have my RC Pro and the Smart Controller both have screen protectors on them, and I actually don't need a sunshade with it.
Good to hear. Janine says she's breathing on her own.
Okay,
I'm glad to hear that.
When you use the Smart Controller and the RC, well, you used it at night. You didn't get a chance to use it during the daytime. You'll see you really don't need a sunshade with it. You really don't.
I just need my brightness. Herman let me use the Smart Controller for the first time with his Air 2S. We were out one day and I actually flew his drone, and I must say I'm actually really happy with this hospital. I'm leaving because I'm feeling ready. Not a matter whether you feel ready. Are you ready? But if you know yourself, just take your time. Don't be in a rush to go home. But getting back to what I was saying about the Smart Controller, it was my first time ever using it. It is very, very comfortable in my hands. And that was the first time. I'm a thumber. Hey, Johnny Drone Flyer. That was the first time, Herman, that I actually thought about pinching to get that better accuracy you get from thumbing.
You're a thumber?
Yeah, I'm a thumber when I fly. But that has a lot to do with FPV, and maybe that's why I'm a cruiser. But
good, T.
Well, even with cruising, you can still be a pincher.
Yeah. Yes, you can.
Or like I said, those who know me, I'm a combination of thumber and a pincher.
Okay. Nothing wrong with that at all. Nothing wrong with that. Let's see what's happening here. We can get on to this next story, which has to do with
You're talking about the Smart Controller?
Huh?
Got the screen protector on there, and the RC Pro, there's a screen protector on that one.
Oh, there's a screen protector on them already.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, from the factory?
No. As soon as I get them, I put a screen protector on it.
Hey, Covaction, how are you? Happy holidays to you. Welcome to the live stream. We appreciate you popping in, as always. Happy holidays to all of you out there on this Sunday night with those guys. I wanted to get into this next story because it has to do with we are always doing stories on delivery drones, that last minute delivery, and drones that can launch autonomously and all of that. But no one seems to be doing stories on drones that work in the high altitude area, the stratosphere mainly. They have an alliance. It's called the HAPS Alliance. It's a high altitude platform station. Now, for those of you who don't know what a high altitude platform station is, Elon Musk is also trying to create a high altitude platform station, but this is a low orbit platform station that Elon Musk is creating with Starlink. He plans on engulfing the Earth with 4,200 and something drones, which I'd like to see him do over countries that don't want it done.
42,000.
Yeah, 42,000, correct. I'm sorry. But I'd like to see him do that over countries who don't want to have a part of that shit, see how that works out. But getting back to this story, the high altitude platform stations are individual drones. Herman and we may have touched on this area. They actually have high surveillance drones that can fly for a period of 24 hours. or longer in the atmosphere, used running on battery power at night and using solar power to recharge during the day. These high altitude platforms stations, they're trying to create an ecosystem where they let me see, what is the HAPS Alliance has created an international association of cross industry players working to enable high altitude platform stations. And getting back to this, they're giant gliders that run on
Okay.
battery that can supply, that will be able to supply, once again, like Elon Musk, internet where there is no internet, cell phone capability, etc., where there is no cell phone or capability of it. They actually have what they call a white paper, which shows their ecosystem and how it will work. At this link, you can read it more in detail. It's a PDF you can download. I'm actually getting the link right now to put into the chat. Hold on a second. Let me.
Well, Lawrence, well,
Yes, go ahead.
one of the main things that this is actually good for is Earth observation and for its disaster, like Tom talked about before, disaster
Yes.
zone,
Yeah, to basically fill in the
management.
voids, right? Okay, so just so we can get things straight here, high altitude platform systems and low orbit satellite systems are pretty wide apart in what they do. Okay, so
Right.
this is flying in the stratosphere,
Hey, Mendez.
and the low orbit satellites are flying at the edge of space. Okay, so there's a big difference between them. What this is used for is exactly what
Hey,
Herman was
DJI.
talking about is during a situation you can launch these and provide and basically fill in those dead spots, provide greater connectivity across the area of operation. But it's also to do some other stuff too while it's up there. It's you know basically there's what this paper showed was how the alliance among the different members working together has actually advanced
To
the
create an
initiative.
ecosystem
Okay,
for.
right. But one of the other things that these things can do is, yes, they can fly for extended periods. The military's been using drones that can fly for
Right.
24 plus hours for almost a decade now.
Right.
Okay.
I was gonna
They're
say that
used for
before.
command and control purposes. So
Yes.
they stay up and they loiter in the air at an altitude that really is undetectable from the ground. But these things will fly even higher and they'll be able to stay aloft longer. So
Yes.
now when you're talking about it's basically providing a platform of connectivity or technologies where you can launch them with certain types of sensors in them or certain types of communication gear in them. And imagine being able to launch one of these and have it hover over a forest fire for days on end. And so this way
You're absolutely right, Tom.
you can properly predict movement and migration of that fire break. So this system is basically all these vendors getting together and going, how do we interface our systems? What are the lessons learned? Because now you're talking about temperatures below 130 degrees Fahrenheit, negative 130 degrees Fahrenheit, or I think they have it up here is negative 90 centigrade. So there's a lot of issues there with how do we design the propulsion systems properly to move through the thinner air. Okay, how do we sustain the aircraft up in the sky for longer periods in time? The advantages of doing that, outweigh some of the technological obstacles that are in the way of that. So what's good about this is, like you said, it's an alliance of
Right.
manufacturers
And
getting
the
together
fact that
to
they're
solve the
so high up in
problems.
the air, but I wanted to mention also a lot of people don't realize how much space there is up there, because this story goes on to say
How much
that
space is there?
these vehicles will be able to travel anywhere from 18 to 50 kilometers high. I'm gonna let you know, I had to convert it. I don't know kilometers and metric system. 50 kilometers is close to 31 miles in the air, 31 miles high. FYI, just to give you an idea of the distance, the last um the last Origin or whatever rocket that went up with the satellite with the astronauts this week that passed went up to 62 miles.
Mhm.
Okay, so 50 kilometers high,
Well,
31 miles in the air, that
well,
covers
what's the highest density? Real quick, okay. What's the highest density of manned aircraft in the air? It ranges actually between 4 and 6 miles. Okay. So
Okay.
now you're talking about having something up there
Hey, Angie.
10 times higher. Okay. We fly at what, 35,000 feet normally, commercial aircraft.
Yeah.
The cabin's pressurized at 85. Okay. So while you're sitting in the aircraft, your body doesn't believe you're higher than 8,500 feet, but you're flying at around 35,000 feet. Only military aircraft actually fly higher than that. And
True.
then at limited, because there's not really any aircraft above 60,000 feet. Okay.
Not a whole lot. Weather balloon.
No, if there are, we probably own them. Okay.
Yeah.
And we know where all three are. But it's basically, that's space that can be leveraged, to provide all of these aspects that we don't have right now. Okay. You look at the area that was hit by the tornadoes through the Midwest of the United States, right?
What?
Right now, you could put up several devices and provide, the necessary
That's the purpose of
connectivity in the
high
area to support.
altitude platform system. Is
Yeah,
something like that.
right.
Something like that would be great. Now, keep in mind, Elon Musk, his objective, so he claims, was to do the same thing. In fact, if you remember, the country of Haiti, they're a very small, poor country, but he had offered them to put a satellite over their country and supply internet so they could communicate with the United States and the rest of the world, and they declined.
That's because they couldn't figure out how to corrupt it. Okay, that's why. Freaking ridiculous.
I'm just saying that it's where they're going with the technology is will be good to see. Whether companies or people, Elon Musk or others like the HAPS Alliance have alternative motives, we will never know. We don't care. All we have to do is believe in their good intent. And that's very important because they say by 2029, the HAPS market, high altitude platform system, is expected to reach $4 billion in value, meaning a lot of people are investing in high altitude platform stations. You may have a company that's doing mining in an area. They may need one of these systems over to do mapping as well as check geographical.
Basically, all the players in the communications game right now are players in this market. Your Verizon's, your T-Mobile, your AT&T. Okay, they're all players in this market already. So the whole thing with the alliance is basically to build industry-wide standards and interoperability guidelines so that everybody's playing in the same sandbox. Okay, so you're not working against each other. You're actually enhancing what each is doing.
This I want to point out. This is Big Matt. This is
Hey,
also
Big
stuff
Matt, what's good, man?
that you will never see, or you may never see, unless it's transitioning in for landing or repairs or whatever may be done. We're talking so high in the atmosphere. I mean, unless you have a really good telescope or camera, you won't know half that stuff is up there, because we'll be looking at the stuff that's 1,000 feet and below.
All right. Lawrence.
Yes.
Not to change the subject or anything, but Big Mac said he's better late than I guess it's
Happy
what
Sunday.
happy Sunday.
Yes.
But I just wanted to say, Matt helped me. I mentioned it, I guess, on previous stream, but Matt helped me out with a computer problem that I had, and also I had a computer build that I designed. It's even though they're suffering right now, it's a New York Knicks inspired theme
Yeah.
computer build.
Yeah.
And Big Matt is helping me out on that, and it's coming out pretty good. It's coming out pretty good. Just want you. I gotta get a video of it so you can see it. But
Okay.
it's
I
coming out.
would
Pretty good.
like to see it. I remember you showed me the hologram.
Yeah, it's got a
Next
hologram.
holograms. When you open the door of it, the next hologram shows on the base there. I actually want to see it too. And that's not your Pinky and the Brain computer, but it's close that you're having, and it's awesome. Big Mac says, "I'm interested to see how that computer works."
Oh,
Yes, Mendez Drone Ops. If you don't have someone in this chat that's supported, that you're a supporter of, support them. Herman's Big Mac said you might not get it back. Laugh, 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 laugh.
I know where you live. I wait outside.
Oh, yeah, this is true. This is true, Matt. This is true. And he's friends with your cat, so your cat will let him in.
Yo,
Right,
Matt's cat is like a baby lion. I don't know how the hell a cat got so big, but I know people who have dogs that are nowhere near that size.
Wow. Well, I look forward to seeing this machine, definitely.
What
I
cat?
really do.
Matt's cat or the computer?
The computer.
Oh,
The computer. All right, we need to get into some DJI news real quick before anyone brings it up, the story, because this is in the title as well. But supposedly, it's rumored, DJI Inspire 3 for 2022, this year's drone holiday gift guide and more is the story. This week, we're covering some recent industry rumors that DJI might stress. Hold on. The views and opinions tonight are not necessarily the views and opinions of everybody on the panel and or in the chat. Now, I want to point out this is totally speculation from our source, as well as some things that were leaked, etc. But supposedly, DJI rumors of an Inspire 3, an FPV Mini, and more. I will go in and say we are also covering our 2021 holiday guide. Nah, that's garbage. I don't care about that. This year has been a doozy when it comes to DJI. DJI launched its FPV drone back in March. They launched the long-anticipated Mavic 3. And according to this schedule that I have here, DJI has never won the rest, and we're already starting to hear rumors about what might be in store for 2022. Now, I played the disclaimer. I want to point out this is speculation, but according to several sources, including the one we have here, and we're starting to see more pop up, in April of 2022,
before I say it, Lawrence, can I say something before you go any further?
Go for it.
The one thing that I do know that DJI is not going to do for the beginning of the year, you will not see that Inspire 3 for the beginning of the year. You will. That is not. That's not going to be. That's not going to be the first drone that comes out for the year.
Well, it's funny you say that, because it's not first in the list.
Right. Of course not. It's not going to be, because I think 10 people are going to win the first drone or first product that DJI come out with for that holiday box. And they are not putting out the Inspire 3 first. Those people are winning that holiday box. Lawrence, you muted yourself? Or am I the one that's muted and don't know about it?
Yeah, they ain't giving away that kind of cash.
I muted
Man,
myself. Sorry.
For everything I bought from DJI, I got a whole $23.60 in
Well,
credit.
I'm going to tell you right
DJI
now,
They ain't giving away a
according to
$10,000 drone.
according to an industry insider, next year we might see, and I want to point out this is speculation from our source and coming from, I don't know what the hell, I haven't seen any leaks, but according to them in April, for those of you who were crying before the Maverick 3 came out, DJI Mini 3, well, they claim in April is a possibility. Now in June, there will be a DJI RS3, RSC3.
Mhm.
What the
Ronin?
RS? Yeah,
Right.
the Ronin series. Now
Right.
in July, we've already covered April, DJI Mini 3. In June, the Ronin S3 and the Ronin S3 SC3. And in July, what I'm looking for, and I swear I hope from my mouth to their ears that they put this in a carbon frame, fiber frame, DJI FPV Mini.
Wow.
Now that's in July. Now what you were saying about the DJI Inspire 3, they claim September
Okay.
one may come around. Now keep
You know
in
what's
mind
you know what's starting to happen with the Ronin, right?
what?
The same thing that happened with the
Hey, drones A63.
with the Osmo mobiles. After a while, they can only do but so much. So the best mobile is the best phone that you have in it. You understand?
Yeah.
So as they start making cameras lighter and lighter, the old Ronins that you have, preferably like the second generation, when they start making these cameras even lighter and lighter, that is what improves the quality of that Ronin.
Right.
So
Now,
I don't know. I mean, when we start talking about the drones, that more suits to these things.
drones 863, I'll go through the list because you just got here, but this is total speculation. But according to industry insiders, next year we might, and I stress might again, see these launches in April, DJI Mini 3, in June, DJI Ronin S3, Ronin SC3, in July, DJI FPV Mini, which I hope is on a carbon fiber frame. That might be what converts me over to digital. September, the DJI Inspire 3, and last but not least, in November, the DJI Pocket 3.
Ooh,
Now,
the
we
Pocket
never
3.
know what the hell. We never know what the hell to
You said the Pocket 3, Lawrence?
Yes.
Now keep in line with what they said right there, right? Let's follow that timeline. How's that Pocket 2 feeling?
I got it now. I mean, seriously, I have
mean,
it
you
now.
do what you got to do. You make it do what it do.
Yeah, right.
I mean, like I said, after a while, it just becomes crazy to keep upgrading some of these things.
I've never been one to keep up with the Joneses, so I'm not worried about a Pocket 3 because I'm still figuring out my Pocket 2 and the mic system and everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm still getting comfortable with that. I happen to know with that a little adapter in the bottom.
For the
of
1-inch sensor, Matt, that's where they were. That's somewhat where they were before, but let's go. They were closer. When they were closer, when it was what? When it was called the Osmo.
Well, I think the FPV Mini is going to be a big seller.
Oh, yes, it will be.
That'll be a big seller because that'll be a cheaper step into the door.
Yes.
And I doubt,
yes.
and
it might be a better aircraft.
Lawrence, that it's going to be carbon.
Like I said, I pray that it's in a carbon fiber frame.
It'll probably
be
be
plastic, and you'll be able to fly it indoors too.
Well,
So
listen,
if it's in a
carbon fiber frame, that might be what converts me over to DJI. That might be the ticket.
But what about what's happening in 2 days from now? You haven't mentioned that.
Yeah, mention
that. I didn't hear you.
Okay, what's happening in 2 days from now? Actually, 2 days? No, it's actually
yes,
3 days from now. On the 22nd, DJI is supposed to release a Fly More combo for the Mavic 3 that includes the RC Pro.
You know what?
Well,
People are gonna buy it. People are
Well,
gonna buy
Of
it.
course they will.
I
Well,
think
people are gonna-
DJI tried to force you to buy the Cine, okay, by
right.
not having it in the Fly More combo, and then was a slow release on the RC Pro. But
Big Matt
it,
says it'll be aluminum and plastic FPV.
yeah,
Didn't
it's
I
not.
tell you
Yeah,
that,
you were talking
Lawrence?
about the FPV too. Yeah,
Lawrence, didn't I tell you that when they first talked about, when they first leaked the packages, packages was coming out for the Mavic 3, and I told you there's no way in hell you're gonna be able to get the smart controller with that Fly More combo because no one will buy that Cine package.
Correct.
Well,
correct.
yeah, I do remember you mentioning that. I
And
actually
then once
do.
I did the math on it, and I said, this is what they're charging for it. If you wanted to get that, it's a difference, whatever.
Well, you
But
figure
you know what?
for an extra
I just
$600,
didn't
you
need.
got a terabyte worth of storage.
Yeah, I
on the
didn't need
bird
all that.
itself. But you don't need it. You don't need it.
Ed,
Right.
Drone 863 says, I don't think it would be because DJI is banking on the care refresh for the FPV drones. Well, even if it's a carbon fiber drone, I've known and seen people that have smashed carbon fiber
Doesn't
like
matter.
it
It's
wasn't
not going to be carbon fiber. It's going to be plastic and aluminum.
Plastic.
Yeah.
I would be interested
Degraded
to see
plastic.
pictures.
It's going to be. It'll be a smaller version. They might have some ducting capability on it to allow it to fly indoors,
Plastic.
and it's going to sell out like hotcakes. Okay.
Of
Lawrence is
course,
gonna
of course.
get
If they have a smaller drone with a different body type instead of like a frog or like a bullfrog, they need
No,
something
it'll
more
look just like
Hey,
this
leave the
one.
bullfrog alone.
It'll be tinier.
Leave the bullfrog alone. The bullfrog.
No, I'm not saying
fly-
anything wrong with
The
it.
bullfrog flies just well.
Got just some minutes here, and I have so much information about new release. Nice. Well, DL Fly, we try my channel here. We're here every Sunday evening. You are from the United Kingdom, so it's 5 p.m. New York City time or Eastern Standard Time, which I think you add 6 hours to that, depending on where you are in the UK. And Phantom Flight 101 also does a live stream, which you fly FPV. We need to talk about the giveaway, because this giveaway does not apply to FPV pilots. But this Wednesday, coming up on the 22nd, we need to mention Herman will be giving away some photography gloves for you drone pilots out there that may need them. And I am actually giving away
Some photography gloves and
Drone FPV bird. She's compiled of a bunch of spare parts. I do know this camera's a little big for in here, but I flew it the other day. I'm launching a video tomorrow. The link in that video leads to Herman's channel. Anyone who left a comment, and if you left more than one comment, one of them will be deleted during the contest, but there are no double entries into the contest. That's basically my point. Leave a comment on this video.
like I said, Lawrence, I'm sweetening the pot. I got some other things that fell in the lap. So any of you guys that do traveling, you're traveling around, you got LiPo batteries, might have something for you.
Yes. Now I just want to go through this list one last time. This is what's speculated to be released in 2022. They're guessing.
Mhm.
They say, according to an industry insider, next year we might. Okay, I understand industry insider. Next year we might.
Okay.
They don't freaking know.
Tom,
April,
we're gonna get one of these Inspire 3s, Tom.
April Mini 3, June.
Yeah, no, not it
DJI
probably
Ronin
costs 10 grand.
S3.
I don't think I'm going to.
July, DJI Mini, FPV Mini. September, possibly the DJI Inspire 3. And in November, DJI Pocket 3. Which, like you said, Herman, I'm comfortable with my Pocket 2. I don't need to keep up with the Joneses, but if they come up with a 1-inch sensor, I'm going to be pissed.
You know what? I don't know. September.
Oh, Maddie's Drone World said, ooh, LiPo battery accessories. You know what?
Yeah.
If I can, I can't get it. You know what? I'm gonna try and sweeten the pot too. In the morning, I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna go to FPV and I'm gonna try and order something to see if I can get it here before Wednesday's live stream. I'm gonna try and add. Yes, stocking stuffers. We are giving away stocking stuffers.
You don't even have to do that, Lawrence.
What?
You don't even have to do that.
No?
Nope.
Okay. All right. I trust.
Nope.
I trust
You don't have to
you.
do that.
Gary, how are you, man? Yes, you made it, brother. We appreciate you coming in. But DL Fly, if this is your first time here, please feel
Matter of
free to
fact, I'll
come
be
back.
right back.
Support everyone's channel here. It is that time where we usually get out of here, but since it's Sunday evening, we're gonna hang out for a little while longer. I may go make another drink and chill for a few. The Inspire 3, my guess, will be $10,000 to $12,000. Drones 863 in a smaller form factor. If they're talking about bringing out that smaller form factor that I'm mentioning before, there's a very good strong possibility. I could see 10,000 easy. I fix shit. Drone worship. Yo, thank you for the $10 super chat.
So here's what I got.
We appreciate it very much. What do you have there, Herman? Hold on.
I have a
Let me take
lipo
your
bag.
picture. Let
I
me
have a
pin your
lipo bag
picture.
here that can fit the, Mavic battery or whatever batteries you want to put
Shit,
in there.
lipo bag, fire bag can hold any lipo.
Right, and I got another one here. So I'll give
Okay.
those away.
Fireproof lipo bags.
And then I also got this little bra here for your smart controller. If any of you guys got the smart controller.
Oh shit, you got it. Nice.
I've always
Nice.
had it.
Oh, I didn't know. You don't show me everything.
I've always had it. This is for the smart controller, not
I
the
like
RC
that. It
Pro.
has a little sunshade and everything, huh?
Yeah, it's not a little.
All right, well, we're giving away some DJI.
So I'm sweetening the
DJI
pot a little bit.
peripherals.
So two happy people can get those.
Yes, and I will be giving away.
And I'll give you this. I'll give the next guy and I'll ship it out.
I will be giving away my Franken drone. Like I said, it's compiled of a bunch of spare parts. The descriptions are in my everything that's in this drone is in my description. A video will be launching in the morning. DL Fly, you are in Australia, so it will be launching around 11 or 12 o'clock lunchtime tomorrow in Australia. I mean in the UK. And we are giving this drone away to anyone who wins it, because it might be the drone that pushes them to getting a radio and getting into FPV. Also, I'm going to post a video and a few FPV clicks too. So I'm just hoping that this Wednesday.
Or you might be the guy that passes it on to someone else that gets into the FPV.
That's how I'm looking at it. Listen, we need to get out of here. It's 6:30. It's past our time. We appreciate you all. We love you all.
Can we get another drink before we get out of here?
Another drink? Hold on a minute, man. 3-inch Apex over intercoastal today. There. Can I get a refill?
Okay, go ahead. I mean, you were the one that wanted to end the show.
Almost ready.
Yeah, he's almost ready. He wanted to end the show. Look at him. Running out of here. Well, before he comes back.
I didn't know you were going to do another shot at drop.
Well, you had to end the show, didn't you? But anyhow, before he comes back, we'll be back again on Wednesday with some news stories and our Christmas party.
Don't work.
Tom, you coming to the Christmas party?
I'm gonna do my best, man. Just remember, it's 2:00 in the afternoon.
Yeah, I know.
This is true. Anyway,
but we'll be here with our Christmas party next.
Hold on. I have to thank Drone Worship for the super chats for the evening. He says, by the way, lipo bags don't work. I've tested it. That's because Drone Worship, you've probably put 10 inside a bag that could hold 5 and set it on fire. Anyway, let's get out of here. Let's do this drop in a shot and and let someone else come on with a live stream. Okay, guys? Happy holidays to you all. Don't forget to check out Phantom Flight 101.
You didn't miss the times
Oh,
two.
wait, Angie, hold
What
on.
happened?
To Angie.
Thank
Hope
you,
everyone has a
Angie.
great
Thank you,
Sunday.
John Worship. What'd you say, Bill Bank Matt? What happened?
Angie gave us $4.99. Cheers. Hope everyone has a great Sunday. We hope you all have a great week. And until Wednesday night,
Yes, I have, Matt.
Yes, until Wednesday night, we appreciate you all. You guys got anything to say after this? Be safe, fly safer.
Yeah, we'll be back on Wednesday with some new and new stories. Well, we'll be back with our Christmas party. We'll be here with a shot and a drop.
Wednesday,
And
we're having a Christmas party.
yeah, a lot of the festivities will be flowing. So, if anybody wants to join us for the, a couple of shots and some drops and, whatever food you want to bring to have along with you, beside you, we're going to be here having a good
Wednesday
time.
he'll do a Tom's tip. And you know what? We will have more than the average crew on. Maybe we'll have a Christmas party.
And don't forget,
some of you from the chat into the panel next Wednesday.
Right, don't forget the stocking stuff for giveaways. It gets sweeter and sweeter as it goes. Maybe there might be some more stuff other than what I had.
Yes, the video that I'm launching tomorrow will direct you to Herman's video, Phantom Flight 101. And Sunday Nights with Those Guys is sponsored by Those Guys. Happy holidays, guys.
Happy holidays, everyone.
See you later. See you on Wednesday.
Good night.
Good night, everyone.
Oh, shit.